Explain something about last week's show. Now, last week's show, understand, if you were here live in person at the Blue Marble Pub in Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin, you would have seen what I think was a truly flawless show. Online, it got translated a little bit differently, so we understand what happened. We are working to fix those problems, and they are being fixed. And starting today, it's a brand new day with SCORCH's PFG-TV.
Yes.
So thank you guys.
Gotta have those first show hiccups. It happens to the best of us.
One of the things that we really didn't get a chance to do last week was we didn't get the chance to talk to Holly. Give it up for Holly Ho. It's Holly O'Connell, everybody. So let's talk about Holly for a second. Holly, I met you so many years ago.
7 years, I think. This summer, it'll be 7 years ago.
Well, I've only been here for 6, but I'll give you that.
Fine, 6 years
but that's the way our relationship is. I grow on people, so it seems longer. But from the very first day that I thought about doing this show, I said, I think Holly would be probably the best co-host I can have because you've got a great rock attitude.
I try to.
You've got a great rock feel. Tell people about your background. You've bartended, you've prostituted. I mean, you've done it all.
Well, I don't know. I mean, my nickname is Holly Ho, but I'm not a prostitute. Okay. But yeah, I helped run a local music bar venue. So I've been a part of the underground music scene, been promoting underground music, local music. Helped put on a lot of shows in that sense. After I left that place, I had my own death metal radio show through
Death metal.
I can't do it, sorry. I love the music, I can't make the music. But I did that for a little while, and then COVID hit. So I've kind of always been in that music scene, the rocker scene, not only that metal, I like all kinds of music, but just that whole crew, like it's a family, like we're all a family. And that's why I'm still, like this isn't the same thing, but it is the same thing.
So you're having fun at least, is it?
Oh, absolutely.
How is this different than what you were expecting?
Gosh, you're putting me on the spot. It's different in the fact that I thought I was gonna be nervous. I thought I was gonna be uncomfortable. Like I have no idea, I've never done anything like this. But honestly, like everybody here, all of you guys, like have made it so amazing. Like I keep joking that I have 2 smiles, and I do. Like I cannot stop smiling because this whole thing has been amazing.
Hey, it's Holly Ho. Give it up for Holly.
I love all you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, SCORCH.
You're very welcome. Hey, today on the show, we are going to be speaking with, well, first of all, I guess we can talk about our pal Greg from Rise of Revolution with the House of Hemp coming up later on today.
Yeah.
The House of Hemp coming up later on today. Come on, people. Also, this is going to be good. I've been looking forward to this. His name is Jared, not from Subway, mind you. He is from Wisco Dive Bars Reviews, and he's going to be joining us today talking about some of these great Wisco dive bars. Give it up for Jared.
Yes.
Now, can a man who used to make a living out of playing with wieners, can he tell the difference between a Nathan's all-beef wiener and other hot dogs? He claims he can. I am going to put him to the test, and we are going to put him to the test later on. It's our bud Jim Davis coming up later on.
All right, sipping out the right or wrong wiener. All right, let's do this.
Also,
woo!
This is going to be good. Her name is Rachel Gullickson. Rachel is part of the Hilltop Pickle Company. Rachel may have been the guest that showed up to the show earlier than anybody ever has to make sure she was ready.
She's dedicated.
Rachel showed up 12 hours ago, which we'll talk about later on the show. And also the band Mother Wind is in the house today. Give it up for Mother Wind. Right now, though, why don't we get into today's Effed Up Facts, shall we? Effed Up Facts today, brought to you by Calm and Collected Cannabis Company in lovely Chippewa Falls. Calm and Collected, they are the official CBD company in Chippewa of SCORCH's PFG-TV. Now, let me tell you, you go in, you look at the shop, you see an amazing shop, you see great merchandise, you see great paraphernalia, and you go in, you mention SCORCH's PFG-TV, 15% off your entire purchase. So give it up for Common Collected CBD Shop. We love you. And the Cannabis Company. And I wonder if you guys can get me spitting. Are you guys noticing me spitting at the camera?
The only reason why you notice this is because it's so
because
shiny.
Of the lights, maybe? Okay,
yeah,
we also want to thank Wicked Sweet Bake Shop. Wicked Sweet Bake Shop in Cadant, there on 334 North Main Street. When you're heading to that big music festival this summer, stop at Wicked Sweet Bake Shop, get yourself some baked goods. And it is now graduation and wedding season.
Yep.
They do cupcakes, the best
baby showers,
cupcakes in the world.
wedding,
Baby
all of
shower,
it, yes. Yep.
Wicked Sweet Bake Company, Wicked Sweet Bake Shop. Give it up for Wicked Sweet Bake Shop, part of the SCORCH's PFG-TV family. Now, some effed up facts, you guys.
Oh, my nose. Allergies.
39% of mechanics really dislike it the most if you do this. What do you think it would be?
Tell them how to do their job?
39% of mechanics, that's a good one though. 39%
I mean, that's
of
anybody.
mechanics dislike it when you leave your car on empty.
Oh, yeah, no gas. Yeah, because they got to drive it around and test it.
They
that
don't
makes
like
sense.
to work when there's no gas.
So then they got to pay for the gas? Do they? Well, if I were them, why wouldn't you just fill the tank and charge them like triple for it?
Well, okay.
That's when you rent a car, they do the same thing,
Sure.
do they not? Right?
Have anybody ever noticed that you rent a car and they give you the chance to either you can fill the car up yourself, or they'll
they
fill
do
it up
it.
for you. You fill it up yourself, it's like third of
Oh
the
yeah,
price.
yeah.
It's
That's what I'm saying.
it's
It's the
just
same
a
thing.
joke.
You'd be stupid. That too.
Okay, here you go. Picking teeth and cleaning fingernails.
Ugh.
Two top personal grooming procedures.
Teeth and nails are
that paper clips are used. I've used a paper clip to clean my fingernails, but I can't imagine using a paper clip to pick my teeth.
You have a toothpick. It's the same thing.
Have you ever seen me though? No joking aside, right? Joking aside, have you ever seen me use my toothpick to actually pick my teeth?
No.
I don't use it for that for some reason. 35% of us will have a snack if we're having a hard time falling asleep. My snack is a blunt.
Yes.
What can I tell you?
No, I truly think that's a guy thing. I won't lie. I've dated a few guys, and no, they get up. It's like
You've
a
dated
thing.
guys?
Maybe. Don't tell them. But no, they get up, they want to eat, and then they pass right back out. I would never be, if I ate before to go to sleep, I would die. I'd be miserable. I can't.
14 million people have been in a long distance relationship. 30% of women say putting on makeup is the most important thing of the day. And, you ready for this, guys? Wrapping up today's Effed Up Facts. 20% of people in a recent insurance survey said they got into a car accident because they were picking their nose. And there you go, that wraps up today's Effed Up Facts. And by the way, has anybody ever noticed, and it's a fact, have you ever noticed that when people, you're driving by somebody, they're picking their nose, they inevitably put it in their mouth?
Oh, absolutely.
Every single, right? Everybody's.
It's an automatic response. I feel like it's just an automatic response when I see it, but I'm sorry, I'm not a booger eater. I'm a booger, I won't lie, everybody picks their nose, okay? Whether it's the privacy of their home or they're comfortable doing it, you know, but I'm just saying, but once they notice that you bust them, they're like.
No doubt. Give it up for Holly who picks her nose, and give it up for today's Effed Up Facts. We love you guys.
Thank you.
You know what I want to do? I want to say thank you to some of the SCORCH's PFG-TV family members like Mad Computers. Mad Computers, give them up, 1241 Menominee Street in lovely Eau Claire. Networking, business services.
Mike is a great guy.
They will clean out viruses and spyware.
Yep.
Mike is a
Mike
great
is
guy.
amazing.
Mike Decker is the man.
Thank you, Mike.
They also
Appreciate
do
you.
a $149.99 tune-up special, which includes antivirus.
Oh,
so
that's
it's Mad
super
Computer.
cheap.
Give it up for Mad Computer.
Thank you,
also,
dear.
we want to thank Shilka Flooring, Dion and Shilka Flooring. They were here last week.
They were here last week.
And
Great couple, too.
I have a funny feeling that Dion may still be buzzed from last week when he was here. 'cause he
I
was
didn't
tired
realize
of
how
it.
young he was. And the business he does is phenomenal.
Yeah.
He knows what he's doing. I've heard
Shilka
so
Flooring,
many great things.
no matter if you're looking for flooring for a house, you're looking
Right.
for flooring for a business, you're looking for flooring for a major project or even a small project,
Yep.
Shilka Flooring is the place. Also, Chris Powell Real Estate, Adina Realty. Chris Powell, is it Adina or Adina?
Adina.
It is Adina. Chris
Potato,
Powell.
potato.
Chris just won an award recently for having the most sales for anybody in this area. Chris got like,
He's such a great guy. I met him through the music scene
Yep,
because
yep.
he's a rocker.
Yep.
Great guy.
Chris had something like $25 zillion worth of sales. $25 zillion. So
Bazillion.
thank you, Chris. And also we want to thank, and we love these guys, Chickadee's Family Restaurant.
Yes, best breakfast ever.
Oh
anywhere.
my God, Chickadee's, we're going to be doing a lot of breakfast stuff with them.
Yep.
Homemade foods. They take the time to prepare it right. If you're going in there and you're expecting a boom, boom, boom meal, it ain't going to happen because they're going to want to make sure it's right for you.
But they're
And
so quick.
The best, they have like these homemade cake things they do too.
See, I haven't got to try any
The
of that yet.
kolaches. Is that
Yes,
the
I've heard all about it, but I haven't got to actually
They're an
try
amazing
it.
thing that they sell out every time. But most of the things Chickadee's do will sell out because it's such good food. Chickadee's Family Restaurant.
thank you
Thank you
guys.
for being part of SCORCH's PFG-TV. Give it up for the family member. And for those that are wondering, because I'm going to tell you something right now. This show is so real and so honest, I'm going to tell you. I do not have, what do you call those things, teleprompters in front of me.
Oh, no.
So what I keep looking at is I keep looking at my cheat sheet, which is right here. So I can tell you this, we're going to come back, we're going to have an interview, we're going to talk to the guys from Mother Wind in just a few minutes. First of all, let's check out a pub crawl live on SCORCH's PFG. Oh, we're not back yet.
However, that's all on you guys. This
Welcome
was all
back
fun.
to SCORCH's PFG-TV live on our YouTube channel and live on SCORCHonline.com. Thank you so much for joining us. You know what? We're being joined right now. There's more than just Holly on the couch. This is the band Mother Wind. Give it up for Mother Wind. It looks like such a happy,
I know,
very
this is the
comfortable
most
bunch of
loving
fellows. That's really
group
nice.
of-
So
don't
before we
know.
do anything
It's
else,
great.
let's talk about Mother Wind. You guys have been together for how long? Anybody gonna talk? Anybody?
I think we're coming on 3 years now, 4 years? We're coming on 3 years right now,
Are
three
you
and a
guys
half.
even old enough to even have a band that long? Seriously, how? I mean, like, were you guys like in middle school when you started, or what?
I mean, kind of.
Maybe
I
I'm
mean,
getting
youth has no
older,
age.
But you guys
so.
are beautifully babyish looking. So
The
I
thing what
just
I'm wondering
wanted-
about is, as a youngster, and I say as a youngster, you can grow hair still. Do you know how jealous I am that you have that GD head of hair?
He just
on you?
grows hair everywhere he
Son-
doesn't want
yeah,
to.
you want to say I could pull my ear hair out,
Yes.
and it'll probably touch the production table.
It's
over there.
pretty shiny.
It's
We can
awful.
see it. I can see it from here. It's fine.
So far, in all the years you've been doing this, which ain't that many, Do you have a highlight? What would be your highlight show so far?
That one moment where you guys are like, this is it. Like, this is, you know what I mean? Where you all were like secretly tucking and running.
You know, honestly,
Oh, I don't blame you. Good for you. That's a great answer, man.
Yes, he just said this show. If nobody heard that, he said this show right here.
Hell
So,
So obviously he fibs. He's a liar, and he plays music.
he's sitting next to me, so that's probably why he said that.
No, what was your favorite show
Yeah,
so far?
for real.
my favorite show that we've played so far had to have been in this college basement
Basement
in
shows are the
Stevens
best.
Point, where there were tons of young college students just jumping up and down, heads are hitting the ceilings, and we don't do that. We don't do that very often, so it's just really cool to see that young people are still like into rock music.
You can
'Cause
totally
it's not in the
just-
mainstream
it's
anymore,
totally
you know?
rock.
It
You
definitely
can just
is
be
not.
yourself.
Right.
Yep, absolutely.
And-
Everyone's just there to party.
Now
and
you
have
guys
fun.
are playing, and we don't want to mention them by name, but you guys are playing one of the bigger concerts this summer, correct?
Yep. Yep.
Is that your first time doing that show?
This is our second year.
How was that the first year? Was it?
I will say that we were not prepared for that.
Oh, we know what that's like.
I
Trust
was
me, on
there,
this
and
show
that's-
here, we know not prepared, brother.
It happens.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because we played 3 sets, and I wasn't prepared to sing 3 sets. Really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
He threw up.
He threw up. He threw up. Oh no.
You threw
In the middle of
up.
our third.
I throwed up.
Was
I-
it because you were nervous or because
No,
you had
it's
too
because
much fun?
it's because I didn't eat anything,
Oh.
but drank everything.
Oh yeah.
So-
That music
Let's
festivals
talk about
will do
that now. What would be the party material of choice for you guys?
Oh man. Honestly, melatonin. There's no better party than a good nap. Like,
Melatonin.
yeah. That's what
You
they call
need-
me, melatonin.
Okay, if you could have one thing right now, you can't tell me it would be a
Melatonin.
good nap. He mean wants sleep.
Give us some alcohol. What's your favorite alcohol?
I am, born and raised Wisconsinite. I love me some beer.
Yeah,
A
what
really
What kind
good.
of beer? What's your beer of
Oh
choice?
man, I'm a big Corona guy.
Yes.
Big Corona. What about
That
you guys?
virus, drink it. All of it, Corona, all around. No lineys,
He
no
likes wine.
lineys.
He's a whiner.
So promote your. No, I don't need the mic. I've got one. But thank you though. I appreciate. What a nice man. Thank you. Thank you. So promote
the
your show.
best.
People come out to a Mother Win show. What are they gonna see?
They're gonna see pinatas getting their heads ripped off, and we fill the pinatas with all kinds of weird things like cheeseburgers, contraceptives.
So it's like that free candy van without the weirdness.
It's candy for it's.
Knowing you're gonna go home afterwards,
Yeah.
right? Okay, I
You're gonna
like
go
that
home
idea.
and be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"What
the
the
free
hell?"
candy van, but you're gonna go home at the end of it.
No.
Yeah. See,
So-
he agrees.
And be honest about this, okay? Be fully honest about this, okay? How much feminine nudity has happened in you? Oh, we love you guys! Ah.
Woo, boobies.
Oh, we
I've
got
seen boobs, but not a lot of women boobs.
Oh, man
There's been a lot.
That's good.
Lot
And
of
if you missed it,
man
we've
titties.
seen boobs, but not a lot of women's boobs.
I
That's
feel
freaking
like
killing me.
though the world is taking on that new everything, so I feel like that's just gonna be the way it is.
Guys, what are you going to do for us later on today? How many songs you got for us?
I think we're gonna do 2 or 3, depending on
Excellent.
if we play them on tempo.
Here you go. I'll give it up for the
All
guys
right.
from
Thank
Motherwind. They're going to
you.
come back and join us a little bit later on. You guys, hang tight for a second. Hang tight.
Yep, hang out with us.
What I want to do now, this is going to be fun. And I'll be dead up honest as I always am. On the feed, on the YouTube channel, there is a chat room. And then you can make comments. The chat room, I tried to print out for ourselves, and I couldn't get it printed out. The chat room lambasted us. The chat room just, oh my God, the chat room just killed us. But then the comments,
Listen to this.
listen to some of these
Listen to
comments
some
from
of
last
this.
week's show. These
So
are
good.
great. Here's one. I watched this show with my second, better wife. Glad to see the naked militia still marching.
Yes.
This is a good one. Opie and Anthony, unemployed. Scorch, 100% PFG. Scorch, greater than Opie and Anthony. Eat your heart out, Opster.
Yeah, Opster.
I know you're reading this.
Yes, he does.
Poor Opie, he's getting crapped up.
Well,
More views than
When
Opie.
you talk a lot of crap about one person, they're going to give it right back to you.
And we know last week didn't look the best. Oh my God, this is fantastically awful. Was one of them. The O&A people say welcome back from the Opie and Anthony Reddit. PFG-TV is back. Long live the king and F Sam. I don't want to get into that. We're going to start doing this next week from Skank Hunt. Great name, Skank Hunt.
Hunt. Thanks, Skank. We love
PFG,
you.
but I can really use a drink to help me think, or at least sink the pink. That's coming up starting next week.
That's a good one.
Let me just give you two more of these, because this is a good one here. O&A in 2024. Two miserable old men recording tired basement shows for a few dozen fat truckers.
I'm not a man.
Scorch in 2024,
Two old
broadcasting
men?
to millions of people worldwide from his brand new
What do I
studio
look like?
when not busy with his animal charities. Also hasn't abandoned his mom like someone else did. That kind of karma is PFG. And one more comment, because this is the best one of all.
Listen
Truly,
to this.
listen
This
to this
is the
comment.
best. This is the best.
This comment said, and by the way, we agreed, we're going to send this guy an email.
Yeah.
Okay,
This is the
for
best. Listen to this.
JP. For JP.
For you, buddy.
You email scorch@scorchonline.com. We're going to give you a prize for this one.
We have a huge prize for you, buddy.
The comment of the night was, the show went downhill after the first 25 minutes. Well, the first 25 minutes was a test pattern. We weren't even on. So what they're saying is, as soon as the show made it live, it went downhill from there. You know what, 4JP? Give it up for 4JP. What a comment.
You get it back, buddy.
Oh my God, that is killer. That is killer. While we're talking about feedback and stuff, I want to get on here and I want to talk about Facebook feedback. Facebook feedback. We're going to ask a question on Facebook. We'll ask you guys too, okay? We're asking a question on Facebook feedback about barbecues. Yep. You're going to go to a barbecue, a summertime barbecue. What foods do you want at the barbecue?
If you're going to go to a barbecue,
If you were
and
going to
you
go to a
want,
barbecue,
like,
what
that
foods
one
would you
thing
most
that
like
you're
to
gonna
have?
want,
Potato salad is definitely up there.
like with the eggs in it, like
Yeah.
like
Yep.
the hard-boiled eggs. Oh, you're my yes.
I said KFC coleslaw.
Oh,
Dude,
Because
I
there is-
worked at KFC for 4 years.
There is no other coleslaw in the
is
world
so
like
good.
KFC
It
coleslaw.
is-
Me and Nate worked at KFC
Yep.
together.
that is so good.
I also said homemade potato salad
Yep.
because potato salad has to
That's
be
what
homemade.
that's what we're talking about. But you gotta have the eggs and the hard-boiled eggs in it.
And I like artichoke hearts as well. Got to have something with artichoke.
Nobody puts artichokes in. Oh, I thought you meant the potato salad.
No, no,
like
no,
that
no, no.
is- like,
Now-
no, I know.
Hearts. How about this one? Oren says, Oren from Chippewa Falls. Brisket. You like brisket? Burnt ends.
Yes.
And mac and cheese.
Yes, yes, yes.
Rob
Baked
says
beans.
brisket, coleslaw, smoked blueberry cobbler.
Ooh, Rob.
Smoked
Is
blueberry-
that Rob?
Yep.
Yes, he makes it. Is so good.
Smoked blueberry
yes.
cobbler?
He
That sounds
smokes-
good, right? Do you guys smoke a little weed?
Uh,
We all smoke weed. You smoke weed?
I don't. It gives me the weirds.
Oh, you get all
Smoked
paranoid,
blueberry
right?
cobbler sounds so much better
Does
when you're
that
high.
sound amazing?
Just so you know.
No, it's really good. I've had it. I've had it. It's so good. Rob, it's amazing.
Manchester, New Hampshire checking in. Pudding shots. This is Karen. Pudding shots. Homemade mac salad and steak tips from Manchester, New
Baked
Hampshire.
beans. Baked beans.
What is flip-flop chicken?
So they make a My daughter's father actually makes them. So it's like a metal grate. You put the chicken in it, and then what you can do over the thing is it flips. You flip it up, back and forth. So it basically looks like a big giant grate, and you put it in there. It's all open, and then you flip it. But he makes them himself, so
No
it's
doubt.
great. That's the best thing. But baked beans is my grilled.
Renee says hot dogs, chicken legs, homemade potato salad, baked beans.
Baked beans.
Christy
that's what I'm
sells
saying.
pulled pork, collard greens, mac and cheese. Now, see, I'm one of these people, though, when it comes to my mac and cheese, I like Kraft macaroni and cheese in the box. I do not.
Yuck.
I hate homemade mac and cheese.
Go wrong with the crap.
You
It's
can't
because
go
you're not
wrong.
from the Midwest, dude.
You know what, brother? Let me
No.
tell you something. And the bottom line is, you can't go wrong with a box.
No, you haven't had good
Okay?
homemade
Right?
mac and
Does
cheese.
everybody agree? You cannot go wrong with a box, right? There you go.
No, homemade mac and cheese is way more
Oh,
better.
please, homemade mac and cheese blows.
See, he's agreeing.
I wouldn't listen to him.
He's agreeing with us.
And this is another
Me,
one from
not
New
you
England.
guys.
You can tell it's a New England guy. Lobster,
Lobster.
steamers.
What is Seema's?
Steamers are clams.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
And strawberry shortcake. So there are some
See,
good
he's
ones
from
in here.
Massachusetts, so
Buffalo cheese dip, badass burgers, shredded pork sliders, flip-flop grill, this is from your friend
flip-flop
Teresa.
chicken.
Dill potato salad, pasta salad.
Yep.
So everybody likes the same kind of food. you know?
Taco dip. I love taco dip so much.
The Wisconsin Dells checked in. Ribeyes, chicken, homemade potato salad. Patrick from St. Petersburg, Florida. See, we're all over the place.
Yeah, we're everywhere.
St. Petersburg, Florida. Pulled pork, ribs, and smoked wings.
Pulled pork's a good one.
Yeah, you guys like pulled pork?
Well, you can do so many sauces, barbecue, like everything with it.
Finally, I don't know who this, a girl named Megan from Eau Claire, Wisconsin says, sweet corn from Sam's Produce. Way to mention a company. Sam's better be paying for this.
Yes,
Olive
Sam.
salsa with wheat thins and fresh watermelon. So that actually sounds really good.
I am so hungry right now.
You know,
You're
I'm really
They're
surprised
like,
nobody.
we want food now.
I'm really surprised nobody mentioned that cheese plate. That's always
Oh,
there.
charcuterie?
Well,
I call them
and
the
it
coochie
always
boards.
gets like a little
I
soggy
call
the
them
longer
coochie
it's
boards.
there.
I call them the coochie
Just
boards.
warm and kind
We
of.
like our soggy charcuterie boards,
Cheese
man.
curds.
It kind of falls
Fresh
apart.
cheese curds.
Cheese
beer.
curds in themselves, look, cheese curds are weird to me.
But cold cheese. But
You're
like
great.
the
Cheese
sweet
curds
curds.
are-
No, we're from here.
Oh, yeah, cheese curds.
I do
And you
too,
still
but I
eat
still
cheese
eat
curds?
cheese curds.
Oh my God.
I have celiacs too, and I
Well,
still
you are
eat
a
gluten.
rock animal. Good for you.
Screw
You
all
know
of
what?
those things.
There you go. Facebook feedback. Check out the Facebook page.
I do.
The SCORCH
I just
page is
died.
what it's called on Facebook. And we'll do another round of Facebook feedback in a few minutes. I'll give it up for what we got so far in SCORCH's PFG-TV. Coming up in just a few minutes. How many of you guys and gals have ever seen Jared from Wisco Dive Bar Reviews, huh? Jared is going to be joining us in just a couple of seconds on SCORCH's
Yes.
PFG-TV. But before we do that, we want to say thank you to J&E Meats
Yes.
in Lake Hallie. J&E Meats, they do sausages. I found out later on, a little too late, they do hot dogs. I could have given them some
Yeah.
hot dogs or got hot
They
dogs
do
from
bologna,
them. They do bologna,
dips.
they do sausage, Don's dips.
Don's dip is
Don's
so
dips, which is
good.
some beef
So
cheese.
it's beef tip, like with like cream cheese. Anyone who knows, I say instantly beef tip, like cream cheese, all of it. It's perfect. It's so good.
Plus, you know what else? J&E Meats is the official sponsor of SCORCH's PFG-TV's
Yes.
Wheel of Meat.
Meat.
Yeah, hell yeah. So J&E Meats, Eric and crew, we love you. Also, we want to thank Common Collected Cannabis Company. Common Collected in Chippewa Falls, the official cannabis company in Chippewa of SCORCH's PFG-TV. Now remember, all this week from today till next Thursday, and maybe beyond, you go into a Common Collective and you say, hey, I saw this on SCORCH's PFG-TV. They'll give you 15% off your entire order. So give it up for Common Collected, don't you know?
I think they should just come on here and we can just eat all their stuff.
Shilka Flooring, We love Shilka flooring. We love Shilka flooring. You know what? Now, if when you threw up that day, if Shilka flooring was around, they could have just cleaned up and built a whole new floor for you.
Well, I made it to the porta potty.
Oh, whatever then.
I did.
Then skip the story.
He's like, I mean,
Let's just say you're at your house and you have a lot of parties and you have a lot of friends that vomit on your floor and you have to get a new floor.
Right.
Shilka flooring, they'll give you a deal.
They'll give you
If
a
you
deal.
call up Shilka flooring and say, you know what, we have a lot of people that vomitate on our floors, we need new floors, they will then give
I
you
think
some
that's
new
a new
floors
word.
and give you a deal
He made
because you
his
saw
own
it on
word.
SCORCH's PFG-TV. And finally, we love them, Chickadees.
Yes.
Chickadees Family Restaurant. They're open for breakfast, the best eggs. Of course, they look at me funny because I always order like 19 scrambled eggs because two or three scrambled eggs just is not enough. And so I get a whole ton of them. How many do you want? But they're so cool. And they have the best bread products, homemade biscuits. They do
Yes.
biscuits and gravy. They do
it's
the
that,
fish
it's
fry.
just that old mom and pop.
It is. It's an old
feel,
mom and
like
pop
you
feel
can go
good-
in there,
feel good diner.
whether you're hungover or you're having a hang out with your family, your kids, or you're just hanging out with your friends. It's always, no matter what, comfortable, great environment.
And not that this show has a theme, but if you're hungover, great place to soak it up the next day.
Absolutely. And they don't care if you're hungover. Just don't puke on their floor.
The only thing that Chickadees could do different, and you guys are gonna hate me for this, the only thing you guys could do different is be open 24 hours a day.
I wish they could be. Yes, that would
the
be
drunk
amazing.
people that would come into you guys in the middle of the night
Maybe they'll work up to it with us.
would
hanging
make a
out with
whole
us enough.
TV show in itself. So give it up for the SCORCH's PFG-TV family members. We love you guys.
Members, we love you all.
We're going to come back. We're going to talk to Jared from Wisco Dive Bar Reviews in just a couple of seconds as we are live at the Blue Marble Pub on our economy furniture set with SCORCH's PFG-TV. We're coming right back. Okay, we live on SCORCH's PFG-TV. How much of that did you hear? Did you hear Holly freaking out?
Sorry.
On the crowd?
I love you all. I'm just trying to reduce noise. I didn't mean it. I swear. I'm
All
sorry.
of a sudden, on the couch, we went from a band to
To
a
a
single
man.
individual.
Yeah, I went from a full
A
couch
band to a man.
I'm not taking up much of the couch here at all.
No, you're not, but you
I
know
don't have
what?
anybody sitting on my lap. Like,
I
what's
won't
Here's what I would like you
I
to
liked
do.
all those
Jared,
young
come,
men
you guys
next to
switch
me.
spaces, will you please?
Yes.
Professional live television. Hey, it's
my
Jared
bush light
from
down
Wisco Dive Bar Reviews on SCORCH's PFG-TV. I love, you can move closer. I don't think he has anything. I love what you do. I've told you that from the get-go. There's just something about dive bars, and there are a crap ton. You might not be able to do what you do if you weren't in Wisco to begin with.
I think you're right. And Wisconsin is so different. And it feels like every different area I go to, like, has its own kind of niche, you know, like has their own people. And I love dive bars as well. So, and it's just so much fun for me to travel all over the state.
It's the best
And,
environment.
Yeah, and I've met tens and thousands of people, and I could count how many a-holes on one hand that I've met, and which is awesome. I mean, obviously alcohol's involved, in
Especially with
everything
drinking
that I do.
involved.
Right?
Yeah.
Do you have a liver doctor on speed dial.
I
don't, but is there one in the crowd?
I feel like you should be their promoter. Is like
Too funny. And so, there really are. There are so many dive bars now. In Wisco Dive Bar reviews, what makes a dive bar a dive bar?
That's a good question, because I think there's some of these places I go to that aren't necessarily dive bars, but I think there's certain criteria with dive bars where you've got to have a shake-a-day.
Yes.
You've got to have your pickled eggs or pickled pig feet
Pickled
or
anything.
You've got to have full tabs.
Yep.
You don't necessarily need a pool table, because some are so small you can't fit a pool table in. You know, there's dart boards. You got your brewer schedule, or your packer schedule, and maybe there might even be last year's brewer schedule hanging out still. So there's a lot of different things that go into making a great dive bar, and the ones that have that bar top that have been there for 2 to 3 generations, where like my local dive bar, the Spillway at Spring Valley, there's a couple spots in that bar that are just
I was going to say, it's divoted, so you know where the drink has sat at for years and years and years.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's just one of those staples of
The
dive
ones
bars.
that look like homes that were houses,
Yeah,
those
I
are the
love
best.
those.
Those are my favorite. You're like, that's a bar? Are you sure?
The Wanderin. There's
the Wanderin. Yeah,
That's
and
one of those.
I've ran into, I've hit 528 bars in just a little over 2 years.
Wow.
And there's been a few of them where right at the end of the bar you can walk right into the house. And there was one in particular that we hit. It was a year ago in October. It was down in just south of Oshkosh, and it was off the beaten path. And I just happened to stop at another bar, and we had some locals there, because this happens all the time. The locals be like, "Man, there's another cool bar like 5 miles from here." I love that. I love that people do that. And we went. It was Winker's Tap, and Winnie. They call her Winnie, the bartender. She was the owner. She's a second generation owner, and Winnie's watching, I apologize, but I feel like Winnie's probably in her mid-80s.
Nice.
And right at the end of the bar, you walk right into her kitchen.
Nice.
Of her house?
Yeah.
Her home.
Now, do some dive bars have food?
Yeah, some dive bars have food, like
a bag of potato chips and some
Some
peanuts?
of the best bars have
and
food.
some of them just have, maybe a pizza oven where they do pizza and pizza fries. But look at the Doodadge here.
Oh, I love the
Eau
Doodadge.
Claire.
Oh, they're so good.
And the thing is, you can go to a dive bar and get.
Steven.
I'm a burger and fries guy. I'm a meat and potatoes guy. You can go to the Doodadge and get 2 beers.
I was just going to say Doodadge, and there's
and a burger and fries for $15.
And you basically, it's like they have like the little flat, I mean, it's not a lot. They have a small kitchen, but the food's phenomenal.
Do you, and I bet you don't. I mean, I bet you if it's offered to you, you would take it. But you don't go into these places expecting, I'm just going to get some free drinks and write about it, right?
Never. I've honestly, out of the 528 bars, I've never taken 1 penny from a bar. I don't charge bars for me to do reviews.
Sure.
That's not why I'm there.
Yeah.
I do get a lot of free drinks. Like I tell people, my truck doesn't run on free Busch Light, but I do. So.
Busch latte.
Just certain things, though, around here. I'm from Massachusetts, New England. I've never seen a pull tab till I got here, and you guys in your pull tabs, you guys are like pull tab.
Cardboard crack.
It's cardboard
I've never
crack.
seen that quarter thing.
Oh yeah, that's the coin dozer.
Oh my! I've never seen that before.
The golf game.
No, the quarter thing.
The coin dozer.
Oh.
Where you put your quarter in it.
And I've never seen in my life till I got here, and I want you to explain it to me. What the hell is this dice thing? What is this
Shake-a-day.
shaking thing?
Shake of the day.
Wisconsinites can make a drinking game out of. You give them a stick and a milkweed leaf, and we'll make a drinking game out of it.
But depending on where you are in Wisconsin is depending on the rules for it too.
Right. Yeah.
If you're in this area, you don't need a 1 to start it. But if you're like in the east part of Wisconsin, you have to have a 1.
Yeah, there's numerous different
There's
drinking
different
games.
rules depending on where you are in
sometimes
Wisconsin.
they just flat out have the shake-a-day, and a lot of times we'll play 6-5-4. There's another game called Horses, and it's Yeah,
It's different
And
everywhere.
you know, dive bars are clearly nothing fancy, but there is dive bar etiquette to everything that goes on in a dive bar, and you don't load anybody's box.
Yeah.
Because it's not a dice cup, it's a dice
But they
box.
always tell
Yeah.
you like most bars are good about being like, this is the rules here, and they don't treat you like crap about it. You know, like some places, you know, you walk in and they're like all stare at you, and you're like, I'm gonna walk right out the door. No, you.
But when you walk into a dive bar, though, everybody's going to stare at you.
Yeah, but
That's
they
another
don't
thing.
make you feel
But
uncomfortable.
the doors always squeak at dive bars.
Yes.
And I think it's so the patrons
They
can
know.
always look, you know.
They know.
A dive bar, though, let's get this straightened out. A dive bar is not necessarily a dirty bar.
No.
No, not at all. And like I said, I've been to some where
I mean, I'm sure you've been to some that are pretty filthy.
yeah, and you're definitely not getting mixed drinks there. You know, you want to stay with cans or bottles. And I mean, I love those places just as much as I love the fancy places. And you know, I love that there's so many great bars in the Eau Claire and Chippewa Falls area. But those ones that my GPS almost can't get me to are the ones that I love. The ones that are out in the middle of nowhere.
They are the best.
You know,
Yep.
and I have to figure out, you know, where in the heck I'm at. Like, okay, so what town is this? Like, we're not within 10 miles of a town, but you
It's
know, do I go off the
unincorporated.
zip code or you know,
What
Which
happens
county?
if you're using your GPS and all of a sudden you lose signal and you can't find the bar?
So and that's been an issue a couple times.
Yeah.
And once I have to make sure I get locked in on the GPS, and usually I stay locked in. But some of these are hard to find, and that's what I love about it. Like as soon as my very first video I posted, January 14th of 2022, it was a brand new thing, and people just started, oh, you got to go here, you know, and like the comments just started coming, and that's been a thing, and you know, my followers are kind of holding the joystick, steering which direction I go, and you know, they can't, and I know they don't expect me, you know, if they suggest a bar tonight, I'm not going to be there tomorrow, you know, but I have handwritten lists that I make of place I need to go to when I'm doing, you know, TikTok lives or Facebook lives, whatever. You know, I'll take screenshots sometimes and then go back through and so that way when I get to an area, you know, I know, all right, you know, there's a bunch of bars to hit in that area, so.
How about what would be, in your estimation, the diviest
I was
of
just
dive
gonna say,
bars?
what is your favorite?
Yeah, what is
like,
your
what
deep-
was your
what is
ultimate?
Jared's diviest of
the
dive
sec-
bars?
Without
I get
thinking
asked
about
that
it.
so much.
Well, then never
There's
mind.
got to be one where, whether it's the best or not for your experience, like what
So
was that one?
I would say the one I'm going to have to rate the best is the Plywood Palace in Muckwa. It's about 10-15 minutes
Where is it in?
west. 10-15 minutes west of Ashland.
Okay,
Muckwa is
Good
the
old
town.
Muckwa.
I got in
And,
trouble legal in Ashland County, but I don't know that town.
And that's one of those bars that you just it's glass or you know, bottles or cans for sure. And I actually hit that place in when was it? July of 22. I actually hit that place and I rebooted that one because I've changed as I've gone on, and I do my voiceover thing now, and I actually maybe the middle of January I realized I had all the actual footage in my phone still from that. So I actually went through and made a brand new edit and did my voiceover thing, and I thought, well, I'm just going to drop it on Facebook Reels, and I held on to it for a couple weeks and dropped it on Facebook Reels. And at last I looked, like last week, it had 1.2 million views on Facebook Reels, and I dropped it on Instagram as well, and I think it was at 875 or something. So it's
Just so you
definitely
know-
the most iconic bar in the state, I believe.
Just so you know, this show has about 13 hits on Facebook. And so, but we're getting there because now we have you, so now
Right.
we know how that goes. Have you gone to any dive bars that you said, why is this considered a dive bar? It's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I have, and like I said, you know, my followers suggest places, and I might be 4 or 5 hours away from home, and I'll, you know, pull up to this place, and it's like, wow, like this place is really nice, but, you know, and it may not be a dive bar, but it's somebody and probably at least 20 people's favorite bar.
Yeah.
Right.
And you know, and a lot of them are community centers as well for the locals, and it's
or VFW
you know, it's-
or
it's-
all that. Yeah,
These
yeah.
dive bars were Facebook before Facebook was a thing. You know, it's you know.
No question about it. Well, Oh, we got to wrap this up. Is that what you're saying? Oh, I guess we got to wrap this up. Wow, look at that. See, I could talk to you all day.
Right.
Yeah.
So we're going to wrap this up because my friends and my people say wrap it up. It is Jared from from Wisco Dive Bar Reviews. Jared,
Appreciate you having me on.
thank you so much for coming in. Tell you what, hang tight for 1 second. If you want to become a member of the SCORCH's PFG-TV family, we're going to tell you what to do. Go to SCORCHonline.com and you can become a member just like all the crew we have right now. Matter of fact, I'll tell you what. Why don't we see who we have as family members, and we're going to come back. We're going to find out about the Pickle gal, why she showed up 12 hours early, Rachel. We're going to see, can Jim really sniff out a beef hot dog? And we have got Motherwind and Greg from Rise Up Revolution, all coming up on SCORCH's PFG TV. We're coming right back.
It's not about me, it's about him, so.
I said live at SCORCH's PFG TV. Come on, give it up. Yeah. This is our pal Jim Davis from
You're on.
Davis Dogs. Hey, Jim, nice to see you, man.
How you doing, Scott?
I'm doing okay. How are you?
Good. Getting ready to be
Yeah.
tested.
Yep. Jim, I was hanging out with Jim the other day. We went out for a mobile breakfast, we'll say. Jim said to me, you know, I don't know, how do we get on hot dogs? You gotta talk into the
I
microphone.
have no idea.
Somehow we started talking hot dogs. Jim says, I could sniff out a Nathan's hot dog, all beef hot dog, above and beyond any other hot dog. I can tell if it's a Nathan's hot dog. I said, Jim, you coming to the show on Thursday? Uh-huh. I'm gonna test you on that, okay?
And the test is on.
We're
The
testing
test is
it.
on. This is gonna be really quick. Jim, put on the blindfold.
Put on the blindfold.
Jim's gonna put on the blindfold.
That's right.
Now, so you guys know, what we have are
Here. got 'em?
chicken, pork,
I'll hold 'em
jumbo
for you,
frankfurters, which are just disgustingly blah.
And they are.
Then we have Oscar Mayer beef wieners.
Beaners.
Kind of like those chicken things.
And then, oh, I like the way that looks like it. Then we have the Nathan's beef hot dogs.
The #1 hot dog. in
So
the-
Okay.
those are the ones we're sniffing out?
Yep.
So we're gonna open these up.
Going for Nathan's.
Okay, we're gonna open all these up. And we're gonna see what Jim has here,
We'll
okay?
see.
Jim, Nathan's hot dog, yes or no?
Where is it?
Here, hold these.
Smell it.
Put the wiener in your
Don't let
hand.
them touch it.
Nathan's
Cheating.
hot dog.
This is not a Nathan's.
That is not a Nathan's. I'll tell you in a second. Jim,
I'm not touching those
Yes.
hands.
Nathan's. Ugh, Nathan, smell that. Nathan's hot dog. It's a small piece. Nathan's hot dog.
Yeah. You're saying
This
this
is the
No, I'm
weirdest
asking.
thing I
I'm
feel
asking.
like
Is that
I've
a
ever.
Nathan's hot dog?
A bunch of guys hanging out sniffing
No.
wieners.
Not a Nathan's hot dog.
I feel like I'm in the wrong room right now.
Nathan's hot dog. There you go. Nathan's hot dog. Yes or no?
Yes.
Nathan's hot dog. Yes or no? Last one.
No.
Well, Jim, take this off. You were wrong.
Oh!
The last one was the Nathan's. Yes, it was. Now, hold up the mic. How did you know the last one was the Nathan's?
It actually did smell better
No hot dog smells good, Jim.
Oh, they
I
do.
love the
They do.
smell of wieners. Mind your business, Scorch.
I love the smell of wieners. Anybody want to see Holly put a wiener in her mouth?
No.
Jim will pay money to see that. Well, Jim, you kind
I have a microphone. I don't give me money. I'll stick that fucking hot dog.
Oh, you know
Where's
what?
my
I'll give you money if you stick the frickin' hot dog in your mouth. Oh, God
I
almighty.
eat it.
You don't even get paid for the show yet. You get that. Jim, you know what? I bust you. It was a fun little segment. Thank you for coming up. Jim Davis, he couldn't do it.
Thanks, Coach. Thanks, Holly.
You're the best.
Now all we know is that Brody will have some. Brody's going to have a lot of hot dogs to eat a little later on. You know, where's Rachel at? Give it up for Rachel Gullickson. Where's Rachel at? Rachel from Hilltop Pickle Company as we roll along. Come on, Rachel. Come on, Rachel. Hey, it's
Oh,
Rachel
you're about to
Gullickson. Give it up
fork.
for Rachel. Let's hear it for Rachel. Now I have hot dog on my shoe. Ugh.
I have it in my mouth, so
Rachel, before we do anything else, we got to talk about this. I love people that are early. Okay, I love people that you prompt, you're on time. 12 hours prompt or on time. That's a little too much. It's not my fault. I double checked.
I double checked mine too.
And what did it say?
did he not specify
I
the
s-
AM, PM? He probably did not. And
I
I noticed
certainly-
even when he posts up, it's like this time to this time. Then I'm thinking,
Excuse me.
oh,
Hey, Rachel, I saw your post, so you know it has nothing to do with the radio show. By the way, the show will be seen worldwide on YouTube. Meet us at 5:30 p.m. tomorrow night.
You were supposed to say it. I was getting away with it.
Anyway, no, I love the fact you came in. Tell us about the Pickle Company.
yes.
So my family and I started it in 2020.
Can you get closer?
We started in 2020. We started out with 2 bars. And to date, we're in 450 stores.
450 stores?
Yes.
From 2 bars?
From 2 bars 4
Wow.
years ago. Yes.
What was the first item that you pickled, the first product that you pickled?
The eggs.
Really?
Yes.
And
Pickled eggs is
I've never had
the
a
thing.
pickled egg in my life.
We have to do a,
Now
do
you're gonna
something
try
on
one.
it.
Am I going to try? Let me
Yes.
try one. Okay.
They're so good. I'm so excited.
So I am
Here.
about to try a pickled egg.
So what kind? Is there different
So
kind of
this
pickled eggs
is-
you do?
This is the sweet kind.
Oh, so you do sweet.
So you have sweet and hot.
Do you do
And hot.
spicy?
Yes. So
I want
we
sweet.
make
I
them.
don't want
Yeah,
spicy.
you can split my. I only want a bite. So
He-
while we're doing this though, what other kind of stuff do you pickle?
So we do asparagus. We can do beef sticks.
so anything that goes in a Bloody Mary.
Yes.
Pickled beef stick though. Explain that. So the beef stick is pickled.
Yes. Yep. It's put in this rind, basically. So,
Is your pickling brine all the same for all your vegetables?
yes.
Oh my God.
Do it. Have you never had a pickled egg
I've
ever?
never had a pickled egg in my life.
It's so good. Just do it. Just do it.
Oh, do it.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it.
Look at everybody
do
staring
it.
at-
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. It's a pickled egg.
I swear to
Do it.
God, I would rather eat a hot dog.
If you puke, you can puke on the floor like that guy.
Kelly's here from Apple Weight Loss. She's saying, "Don't do
Here you
it,
go, honey.
Scorch. Don't
Do it. Do it. It's so good. Come on.
I don't put things in my mouth often. Holly, you put stuff in your mouth here. Give it up for Holly in her mouth. Give it up for Holly's mouth. Yeah.
That's really good.
And now the hot one, what makes it Tabasco sauce?
So we put cayenne powder, pepper flakes, jalapenos.
Go on with
No.
some of the vegetables you pickle. So you pickle asparagus. Do you do green beans and stuff like that?
We are going to get into dilly beans this summer. We also do pickles.
You do real pickles.
Yep. Yep.
What kind of? Have you ever heard of pickled green tomatoes?
I
Can I
have
give this
not.
to somebody?
No? You should
That
look
sounds like Dr. Seuss.
No. You should look into pickled green tomatoes because pickled green tomatoes are it's a kosher thing.
Okay.
and they're actually really good. But I guess there's no need for kosher around here, huh?
That's right.
What is your best-selling product?
Definitely the eggs.
So the eggs. So if somebody goes to a bar and they see a big jug of pickled eggs around here, at least, odds are they're yours.
Depends on where you go, but yes, most likely they're
Yeah,
ours.
in most bars you see jars of pickled eggs.
Tell us a story about Hilltop Pickling. So you started off just pickling stuff for your home, for your friends and family, and then it just grew.
It's a family thing. My mother pickled it for the guys out at deer camp.
Okay.
And back in 2019, I had surgery on my leg, and I was staying with my folks, and they were helping me watch my son. And my mom was making pickled eggs for the guys out at deer camp.
Aw.
And I got a wild idea, and my dad, I'll never let him forget this, that you'll never make a business out of it, so I have to rub it in all the time.
Oh, good for you. And now you're in 400 plus stores.
Yes, yes.
Do you see it growing even more than that?
Oh, definitely, yep.
What is your goal with the company?
My goal is I want to get on Shark Tank one day. That's a goal of mine.
Do you really? Let's talk about that. What do you want to do on Shark Tank? Do you want them to buy into your company?
I want them to buy into my company and just show, people that women-owned businesses can thrive as well. So
Nice.
You know what you can do? And if anybody's watching, understand this. You could always become a family member on SCORCH's PFG-TV,
I could, yes.
and that'll get the word out to billions of people, if not the 13 people watching right now.
And then we can pickle
have-
all the tickles, right?
That's right. There you go.
What kind of pickles do you have? Just regular? I mean, do you have different brands of pickles?
No, well, they go in the same brine as
Okay.
this. Yep. So
And wow, I'm still, believe it or not, I'm still stuck on the meat stick. Yeah, and I don't mean that the way it sounds. I'm stuck on the meat stick. But a pickled beef stick,
yes.
You've
Yep.
never had.
it doesn't get
Well, you're not a
soggy.
meat
It
eater,
doesn't
I
get
suppose,
mushy or
though,
anything
so-
like that.
No. As long as they stay refrigerated, that's.
Have you thought of expanding to like Bloody Mary mixes and things like that?
I can't keep up with my eggs right now.
Really?
So, maybe I can hire you.
Maybe. To do what?
Pickle stuff.
Oh yeah, to pickle stuff. That's what I want to. I'm going to spend the rest of my life pickling.
He's like doing what
I
exactly?
do love pickles though. You know what? I love pickled radishes.
Okay.
I love pickled cauliflower.
I've gotten requests for
Do you do
that.
relishes?
Pickled
Do you do
cauliflower is
relishes?
phenomenal.
I do not.
Oh my gosh, will you please?
I could.
That is all I want for my hot dogs is relish.
You don't do relishes
I
though.
do not know.
Well,
And why
I'm,
is that?
I'm begging.
There's certain, when people ask me, hey, can you make this? Can you make that? I've never gotten a request for that. So.
And just for in case you're watching and you're kind of wondering, how long does it take from the time you deposit your eggs into the pickling juice till the time they're actually pickled? How long is that?
Well, of course, the longer they sit, the better they are, kind of like wine. These jars have sat for 60 days, so they're good and ready to eat. So.
Wow, that's something. It's Rachel Gullickson from Hilltop Pickling Company. Give it up for Rachel and her pickles. Yeah.
Thank you.
Hang tight. We know what? Know what goes good with pickles? Cake. Cheesecake goes good with pickles. Wicked
Yeah, when you're
Sweet
pregnant.
Bake Shop in Cadott. They have cheesecake to go with your pickles. Plus, of course, it is now
That was
time
good.
for weddings and graduations and things like that. So have them make yourself some cupcakes that you can have for your wedding and your graduation parties. It is Wicked Sweet Bake Shop in Cadott, the official bake shop of SCORCH's PFG-TV. Also, Mad Computer, giving up for our pal Mike and
Yep,
Mad
Mike, yeah.
Computer. They are located in Eau Claire. They have the $149.99 special. That is the cleanup special, where they'll get rid of all viruses, including
Super
herpes
cheap.
and gonorrhea, and whatever you have on your computer too. So that is cool. That is at Mad Computers. Mike
Apparently Scorch
and-
needs
and
to go to
lovely Eau
Manti.
Claire. Also, you know who we want to thank? We got to say thank you to our pals at Shilka Flooring. Shilka Flooring, they do something a lot of people don't know about. Shilka Flooring does pickled flooring. So if you're interested in your shop, they actually have pickled flooring too. Okay? Shilka flooring, whether it is a big business, whether it is a house, whether it is just a trailer, a camper, they got your flooring covered. Give it up for Shilka flooring. Part of the SCORCH's PFG-TV family. Tell you what, let's check out some of the bars that are on the pub crawl. I love this. We're back. I'm talking to people leaving the room.
Yes,
and I get, we're back.
sorry.
Live on SCORCH's PFG-TV. This gal here, I'm going to tell you something. I love this gal. Kelly, you know I love you. Kelly approached me when I used to work at another media, a little radio station, and Kelly said, we need you, we want to maybe have a little work with you on this, I call it fat sucking, but it's actually red light therapy. Can you explain what that is all about?
Yeah, so red light therapy is near infrared light, and it is repairing your mitochondria, it's repairing the tissues, repairing the cells, but it also is FDA cleared for fat loss and weight loss, but it does so much more, and there's so many more benefits to it as well.
It's amazing, and we've proved it time and time again. You go in, when you go to, I'm going to say Apple, but and this is worldwide, so any one of these places, if it's done the right way, because some of them are not as good as others.
Some people are not as good, but you still get great benefits.
Oh, he's been
just
talking
not-
about it for years.
Yes.
He
It's
lives by it,
amazing.
swears by it.
It's amazing
by it.
that I swear by it. The first session, Kelly will, you go in, Kelly or whoever will measure you, and they'll measure you. You take all these measurements, then you go into your first session. And when I tell you, you lay on it's like a massage table.
Yes.
You lay on a
Okay.
bed, you don't feel anything at all. Maybe a little warmth, but that's it.
Yeah,
So it's just a
not
little
hot.
warm feeling,
Just-
that's it?
just a
I was
little warmth.
curious
Yeah.
about that.
You
Okay.
feel
Yeah.
nothing. You get done in 25 minutes.
Yeah.
And after my first session, I had lost, I'm 3 inches, I believe it was, altogether.
Right.
Between
Three?
my midsection, my arms, and
Oh,
my
okay.
legs.
I was like,
Okay.
Not
where
just
are we
his belly.
talking about? Oh.
Now, yeah,
Not just his belly.
that would be it. I would look like you at that point if I lost 3 inches there, just so you know.
And not everybody loses 3 inches, because some people don't have
No,
it.
some
I
people
suppose.
lose more than that.
Even
though.
with bloating and all
I
of
don't
it,
remember
you
the
know?
lady's name, and that's not important, but remember, I used to have a listener. That,
She's probably listening.
and hi, listener, I don't know your name, but you went to Apple and lost all that weight because it works. You got to remember though, and people don't seem to understand. Oh, this is a cure-all for everything. You still have to exercise.
If you want the weight loss, remember, because there's
Yeah.
other benefits: anxiety, depression, cortisol levels.
Let's talk-
Athletes.
Oh yeah, you want to talk athletes, which we're going to get into in a second. It helps anxiety as well.
Yes. If you're an anxious person, have depression, the face piece will absolutely.
Really?
that
I
face
would never
piece.
even think of it to be that way at all.
It's
And I know
incredible.
so many people that would benefit from that.
It can
That's
grow
amazing.
hair back too, right? It has the ability to.
This is why he doesn't grow the face mask.
Minus hair.
Yep. I love.
Grows hair.
Oh, it's amazing. It'll make you lose 3 inches and grow hair all at the same time. Keep your mind going on that, Holly Ho. Okay.
I'm trying.
Got it.
And you're working with athletes now. Tell us about
Yes.
that.
So athletes, say you have a sprained ankle, a meniscus tear, you have a knee injury, and you want to get back in the game faster. We'll do red light therapy, wrap that injury, and you can get athletes
It's even
in
like
2 to 3
something
times
simple
faster.
as like a pulled muscle, even.
that's
Like
what it's
something
for.
simple. You know what I mean?
Yep,
Oh,
absolutely.
And to
excellent.
tell you how many people actually enjoy what you do, Kelly's already been looking up, opening up other places, other states, I can't even change my appointment days or times because you are always freaking packed. And
I mean, you try.
Oh, I try every single time. Hey, Kelly, it's me. Can you move me to 7 o'clock? Screw you, Scorch.
Oh, you hear? He walks in, he's all,
come to your regular time or half off. So, but does everybody love it? Have you ever had anybody that has done it and then said, this sucks?
I mean, you always have grumpy people.
Yep.
Let's face that fact, right?
Yep.
But no, nobody thinks it sucks.
Yep.
They love it. It's relaxing. It's wonderful. It is truly amazing.
And what are you going to do for the athletes?
What am I doing for them?
Yeah, like, so
Oh, I'm helping them feel better and be able to have better endurance for the game and get back in the game faster.
will you do it before the games?
Both.
Really? Okay, so
Before and after.
before the game will give them energy and get them
Yes.
going. After the game will make them feel better from soreness or whatever.
It's muscle endurance,
Intriguing.
athletic to
That
repair
makes
that
sense,
athletic
though,
ability.
just that, like, balancing your whole body out,
Yeah.
just to, like,
Wow.
yeah, cool. I never even thought of it
That is
that
some
way.
wild stuff.
A big
That's
thing too is like
crazy.
your yogis. You know, you go to yoga.
Yeah.
Will come in after they're done with their yoga, come in and get that muscle recovery. They love it. It's very relaxing.
And there's one piece of equipment, I want to talk about that piece of equipment that didn't come in yet. There's one piece of, well, I should talk about the shaker thing too. There's one piece of equipment that Kelly is in the process of looking at. And the same way this red light thing helps you lose whatever. You are looking into this piece. It's basically a six-pack machine. You put it on, and if you've got the ability to get a six-pack, you're going to get a six-pack from this machine.
Yeah, it's just on back order for the rest of my life, apparently.
Forever.
Forever and ever.
And you know what? If you want to get a hold of Kelly at Apple, you can do it right through SCORCHonline.com. Kelly, I love you. Thank you so much for coming on.
You
are
make
the
him
best.
so happy.
We're
so-
coming right
He makes
back
me
in just a
happy.
couple of
We appreciate
seconds.
you.
We're going to be doing the House of Hemp with our pal Greg Carmen, and we have Motherwind joining us in a little bit as well. But first of all, Mad Computer, once again, Mike Decker, Mad Computers in lovely Eau Claire. You definitely, if you're having trouble with your computer, you want your computers clean, you want virus stuff taken out, you want to look at new computers, you want to get faster drives, Mike and a Mad Computer is the place. You can check them out at SCORCHonline.com. Also, Chickadees, don't forget about Chickadees, can't
favorite
forget them.
breakfast place.
Because Chickadees is without a doubt one of our favorite restaurants of all time. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, the fish fry. I love biscuits and gravy. That's why I love going to Kelly, because I love biscuits and gravy. The best egg dishes. And we're going to be doing a lot of live breakfasts coming up this spring and summer at Chickadees with Scorch's PFG-TV. And finally, Nick Arndt's Remax Real Estate, Remax Results in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Now, Nick does things for the western part of Wisconsin. Nick does things for Minnesota.
Yep.
And if you are looking for a place to live, he does short sales. He does houses. He does condos. If you're looking for a business, anything like that, Nick would be the guy. Nick Arndt's Remax Results. Check out his stuff at SCORCHonline.com. Okay, we're coming back. We're going to do the House of Hemp, and we've got Motherwind as we continue with Scorch's PFG-TV. We're coming right back.
Thank you, darling.
Yes, nice to meet you.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Well, that way I know we made it. Welcome back to Scorch's
We made it.
PFG-TV live at the Blue Marble Pub in lovely Chippewa Falls, Wisconsin. Give it up for Heather and crew at the Blue Marble Pub. Now, This is a great segment. Oh, look at Greg even bought new shoes for the event. Oh, that's good,
Was
man.
a smooth like butter.
Had a little bit of white going on.
Gotta have some white. You know what? There's nothing wrong with a little white anytime you're at a bar. Greg is the host of SCORCH's PFG-TV's House of Hemp, brought to you locally by, of course, Rise Up Revolution on Water Street in Eau Claire. I got a lot of things I want to talk to you about this week. First of all, and we never talked about this before, and even us, we never talked about this before. How did you get started in the CBD business?
That's a crazy story to start with. My wife reached out on Facebook, of all places, because of all of her back pain. I had already tried a couple different CBD companies and products, and I didn't have any relief. She brought it in the house. Next thing you know, she's like dancing around after a couple of days. And
I can't imagine Tammy dancing around.
Oh my God.
I'm just joking, of course.
She's been dancing since.
Yeah, right?
But I have rheumatoid arthritis. I'm a guitar player, and I retired early, and I got my hands back thanks to CBD. So we started the business to try to help people. And that's really the bottom line, is help people.
And you started it in Minnesota, but then you moved around this area.
Yeah, it actually, it started in a kiosk in the St. Cloud Mall, and the same mall owned the Eau Claire Mall and wanted us in both places.
What about, because you know I'm an animal lover. Okay?
Definitely.
And I'm going to get to the CBD for dogs soon, but I've never seen CBD for cats. Is it out there?
Oh, I have it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have it for kitties. I have kitties.
I've never
Oh,
seen
my
it
goodness.
for cats.
I want it for. I
Is it
need that. My
Is it a
cats are
different
getting old.
dosage than what you have for?
The dosage really goes more by the weight. So yeah, and I have like a salmon flavor for the kitties, and a bacon flavor for the boys, because they
Interesting.
seem to like that over the other flavors I've trialed in the past. But great products, and they have the same system we do.
Is there going to be ever such a thing? Because a lot of people now have iguanas, and our pal Ogre has a tarantula. Will there be CBD available for, at some point, do you think, for probably most animals, most breathable?
Most animals actually, depending on their system they have, CBD will work for them too, but it's really cool that dog systems are almost identical to ours.
Yep.
They deal with the same issues, arthritis, social anxiety is a big one.
I've had a few friends with their dogs with cancer and all of it. And it elongates their life so much more.
Oh, big time. And like the little rascals with the kitties being really, really protective and aggressive, you can calm them down,
Now, I was at your shop one day, and I heard you talking to somebody on the phone. So let's address that for a second. You
He
have
knows.
aches and pains. You start taking CBD. Your aches and pains are not just going to go away like that. It's
No.
the stuff has to build into your system. Explain about that.
Okay, the deal is, anytime, depending on what your issues are,
Yeah.
you got to get the right dose. No matter what size, it will work for you, but you got to have a good product, and there's a lot of crap to weed through.
Well, it's like a trial. You don't
That's
know
right.
until you do it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, like any medication, really.
It's basically kind of like an antibiotic. You want to be religious with this, and AM and PM.
Yeah.
You got to get your dose right. Once you get your dose right, you just stick to it.
Yeah.
Like with rheumatoid arthritis, it took me 3 weeks. I'm getting a trial pack put together right now for people to actually. The trial packs that are out there are kind of crappy because they only actually give you like 3 or 4 days worth. You need, if you're dealing with any kind of arthritis,
Yeah, you don't know where you're at
that kind
that
of
few
stuff,
days,
you've
right?
got to actually do it for 3 weeks
Few
before you really get
weeks,
the relief.
right?
I was
That's
upset,
awesome.
honestly. My wife's dancing around after 2-3 days of this stuff. I started taking it, and 3 days later, my chronic back pain was pretty much gone. But oh my God, my arthritis was still there, pissing me off.
I got
Right.
a question for you. Why, in the states that it's legal, cannabis is legal, why are they making CBD and Delta 8 stuff illegal?
Honestly, I can't state facts, but it's a monopoly in my eyes. It's kind of crazy. Minnesota is the latest one that really blew me away, that they actually banned, and I'm talking banned, like vape or flower that is CBD with no THC. And that is a medicine for a lot of people. And basically, the people that have the money to do seed to sale, like Minnesota, which is a couple $1 million, just imagine, besides the application fee, to do this. They are not letting anybody sell anything else. And they turn around and then they sell the CBD products that they've banned in most of these states. It's kind of crazy. I don't understand.
Is it that transition, you think, from just getting legalized and all that jazz? Or, you know what I'm saying, though? Like, because Minnesota just became a legal state, right?
Yeah.
Right? So do you think that it has something to do with that, maybe?
Honestly, it's
Or
money
just
in the
stupid
richer
laws,
people's pockets,
or
I
whatever.
think, but that's just conspiracy theory of mine. But
Sure.
I know the facts are the facts. The facts that you can't actually sell anything that actually is going to help anybody
It's
because they take it
beneficial.
away.
Sure.
But yet you can go and get legal smoke from the dispensaries, which is seed to sale in Minnesota. New York so far is the only one I have seen that actually allows you to sell legal marijuana in their CBD stores.
In the CBD
Every
store.
every other state that is legalized has turned around and either banned CBD altogether or banned them from actually being part of the new thing.
And we're not putting down any other place. That's
No,
not what this question's about.
absolutely not.
But what I want to know is stuff at the CBD shops. That's a lot stronger and better for you than going to a gas station and getting CBD, right?
Totally. It's like it's all about. I trial everything at my shop. If it's no good, it goes in the garbage. It's with rheumatoid arthritis. I can tell after 3 days of trialing somebody's oil whether it's going to actually help me or it's going to actually put me backward. I carry some of the best out there, and the reason I trial everything is because if it don't work, why sell it? Every gas station jumped on board, everybody jumped on the money train, but no one knew actually what they're selling.
Yeah.
I trial every single product in my store.
So you're not going to just sell someone
some
something just to do it. You
One more
want
question.
to benefit them, something
Yeah.
that's going to actually do what it needs to do.
Yep.
Sure. That's how
What
it
has
should be,
changed
right?
the most since you got into the business? What has changed the most in the CBD? Would it be the THCA probably?
That is the hugest thing right now. I get phone calls every day asking if I carry it, and basically it's the new thing, So everybody's looking for all the relief that they want. And honestly, marijuana can only do so much. CBD does so much more. And I argue with people all the time about this because there's a lot of potheads, and I deal with a lot of that. But I'm telling you right now, CBD, if you do it right, it's a religious thing. Follow through to a better you. You need to do it every AM and every PM. But the everything's changed so much.
It
There are
changes
so
so
many
much
new
so
products.
quickly, too.
I thought that the learning curve would have been over by now. Oh my goodness!
It may never be though.
I don't think
I
so.
don't think
It's
it
like
ever will be.
a new cannabinoid is discovered and found to be able to actually utilize and help. I just read an article today from you can actually quote me on this, go to the Irish News, and this is not just for Ireland, this is actually U.S. News, that cannabis actually isolates and shrinks cancer cells. Okay, the FDA says there's just not enough information,
of course.
but yet they have actually had plenty of
That's that-
stuff sent to them. But
that's that big
I'm
pharma
not
stuff.
going to quote anything
Yeah,
with that
yeah.
because that's their deal. Big pharma is big pharma, and they're very powerful. But I have not been on any pharma meds or had any kind of shots for over 4 years, and I have been very healthy.
That's
Gas.
awesome.
It's Greg from Rise Up Revolution and Scorch's House of Hemp, the official of CBD shop of Scorch's House of Hemp. Greg,
Thank you,
so
my
much.
brother.
Thank you, honey.
Now, where am I looking at, by the way? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Right now, we've got one order of business left. Hey, you guys, give it up for Mother Wind on Scorch's PFG-TV.
Yeah, this is crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
They not fucking realize that we've got these fucking cameras back here for the Wisco diehard people. They're just fucking packed.
Yeah, so,
I mean, is it going to be different over on the rocks?
yeah, because I think we don't have a dinner to worry about.
Right, and then we could fucking probably not piss them off. You know, by fucking screwing shit.
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, Heather would just drop a baby on his
Yeah,
It sucks that we can't hear anything.
I know, trust me.
I know.
That's another thing, too.
Yeah, I mean, people are bored. I mean, they're just incredible. Well, I mean, they don't know anything about the show.
Are they going to play? Jesus fucking Christ sakes. You guys going to play? Yeah.
I'm unaffected by love. Last thing I want is your touch. It's like that feeling when you eat too much and it sucks. Just wanna tear out your guts. My friends think I have no life. Say I just sit there and whine. It must be nice to feel love, and I'm trying, but all this pressure to conform has got me tired. I'll tell you why. It's 'cause I'm so afraid of listen that over there above. You have no say, there ain't no way I'll ever change. Because you're just a fascination, a nightmare in the making. This is live right now. So everybody needs to roast Motherwind in this comment section, and we're going to read it later. We need to be humbled, so. This one goes out to Rachel. SCORCH for having us, everybody. Thank you to the Blue Marble Club. Last one.
Okay. Hey, give it up for the guys from Motherwind. Motherwind! We're going to be hearing more from Motherwind later on in the season. Right now, though, if I can, I'm going to end things up by saying very simply, thank you for Holly Ho and for the entire SCORCH's PFG-TV family. Thank you for checking out SCORCH's PFG-TV. We'll see you next week, you guys.
Thanks, guys.